Okay, you guys, this is going to be a short video about how jealousy directed towards Meghan is so tiring, and so it just needs to stop. I think that I touched on this subject in the last video I did, which was yesterday or last night, whatever it was, that these people, so many people are jealous of Meghan, and being jealous of someone, it's not a small matter. It's not a small matter. It's not something to just say, oh, they're jealous. And it's not good when someone is jealous of you. It really is very, very toxic. It's very destructive. And it's deadly sometimes. People's jealousy can drive people to suicide. People's jealousy can cause them to harm someone else. And it's acid, on the skin. It's really, really toxic. And it is clear that Meghan has inspired a lot of jealousy in the world. Not with everybody. Many people love her, but those who hate her, most of them, if not all of them, are simply jealous. They don't know this woman. They've never met her. They've never been in her presence, right? So how can you have such strong feelings towards someone you have never met, right? To hate someone that you have never met, right? Because you look at that person from a distance and you have certain perceptions of that person, and you build up an emotion called jealousy just based on how she looks. They decided that she was unworthy of the life she has, and the husband she has, and the children she has, and the assets that she has, right? Just based on how she looks. And that's what jealousy is. It's very irrational, right? It's not based on actual knowledge of someone else. It's based on your perceptions of that person, right? You look at someone and you have two responses. You are superior to that person or you're inferior to that person. I think somehow the human mind works that way. When they feel that they are inferior, the human being is okay with whatever their superior does, right? It's like a hierarchical way that we interact with one another on the planet. It probably is true also in other animal species. But when they feel they are superior, for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, people can feel they're superior for all kinds of crazy reasons, right? It doesn't have to be actually true or factual. They could be as inferior as heck to the person they feel superior to. But once they have a perception that they are superior, then they expect their inferior to know their place, to be less, to stay in a certain, box, metaphoric or actual box, right? In Meghan's case, they were okay with her and would have been okay with her having a certain type of a husband. They would have been okay. I mean, even if he was famous, right? But not with what they perceive as the creme de la creme. The creme de la creme for them is for somebody who they perceive as their superior. They don't perceive Meghan as their superior for many different reasons. And we don't have to even go into all of it right now. It's just the way the human mind works. I mean, and that's even true in her family. Her sister, whatever her name is, I've forgotten at this point because I haven't heard of her for a while. She thought she was superior to Meghan for reasons that you and I can discuss at a different time, right? And once Meghan usurped her visibly in front of everybody, she became unhinged, right? And she sought to destruct and destroy and tear down because of jealousy. That's what jealousy does. Jealousy is a very irrational emotion. She was never superior to Meghan, but in her mind, she perceived herself to be. And once that became apparently false to her in a way that was unequivocal, that was indisputable, right? She just lost it, and she set out to literally, I mean, if not kill her physically, then kill her metaphorically, if that makes sense, right? That's what jealousy does. Jealousy kills, right? And the same is true for many people in the British media and in the global society. Not everybody, a lot of people love Meghan, right? And it's like this. But it's so tiring, really. And in fact, to me, somewhat boring at this point, this exhibition of unchecked, raw jealousy that is directed at this one human being. Because I think she has proven that most of us are not on her level anyway. I mean, let's just give it to the girl, right? She is a refreshing, example of what a public figure can be. And I think she's an inspiration to so many people, right? She just has a whole other level of living and thinking, I mean, even the things she cooks. I mean, think about it. If you go back to some of her old TIG articles, I'm like, what are you talking about? And I think of myself as a fairly sophisticated woman, right? I mean, in my dreams, I know. But I mean, I'm not on that level of like, what is she talking about? I have never heard of these dishes. You know what I mean? So she's not an ordinary girl, right? She's not, her sister, for example, is nowhere near. She can't light a candle to Meghan. But I mean, that's the thing about jealousy is that it's very delusional. Like you're deluded. Like you literally equate yourself and have yourself surpass someone and you're not even on that person's level, right? It's a perception. It's a false perception, a mirage that you're better than someone and then they prove you wrong and you become unhinged. That's what jealousy is. Anyway, you guys, this is my first video for the day. I need to be calm, you guys. I need, I have my own issues going on myself, so I have to stay calm. And so I'm lighting my candles. See you in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye. And yeah, everybody, it's time to stop being jealous of Meghan.